was born April 9th, 1998 in Plainfield, New Jersey. My dad was a drummer and my mom sang in the Community Church of God choir. My mother had the most glorious soprano voice. I was only raised by my mother and she always sang to me. Being raised by my mother, I was brought up in church, Pentecostal church. They shout and scream, but man do they sing. I always longed to sing in my choir, but my mom and I moved to Maryland, so I never got the chance. Though I was born in New Jersey, I was actually brought up and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. And it was in Deeper Life Cathedral that I finally got to join the children's choir as an alto. We sang every fourth Sunday and we had a ball. My director was fun and I made a lot of friends I still talk to this day. Soon though, the children's choir had to be put on pause, so I joined the youth praise dance team. I loved it, but not as much as I loved singing. My life began to shape so much around music that I started to lose my love for it. Gratefully, my mom's job transferred her to Marietta, Georgia. However, we were far away from my family, and it was only my mom, my new little sister, and me in a brand new state. We didn't have a church home, and for a long time I was lost, and it took me 6 years to finally get back to music where I was finally found again. One day, my sister and I got a surprise from my mom telling us that we were going to have a new little brother or sister in our lives. I was praying for a little sister, but a little brother would be fine too. I remember that one day on a Saturday morning, my sister got a toy drum set and I got a recording microphone. My mom was sitting pregnant on a couch and my sister started to drum while I recorded and sang. My mom sat up and told us that the baby kick would be started playing and stop kicking would be stopped playing. My sister and I thought that was awesome, so we kept stopping and starting over and over again to mess with him. Soon, my mother gave me and my little sister a new baby brother, Austin. Late one night in the months after our little brother was given to us, he wouldn't stop crying. My mother told me to hold him while she got him some food, and so I did. I slowly began to rock him, and then I decided I'd sing him a song. My favorite song at the time was Silent Night, and so that's what I sang. After half a verse, he fell asleep in my arms, and in that moment, I decided I'd become a singer. It was also in that moment when I realized, 6 months after his birth, that I loved my little brother. I began a new school year at Bay Springs Middle School in Carroll County, Georgia, and my options for connections were between gym and chorus, so of course I chose chorus. In chorus though, I acted out as eventually kicked out for bad behavior. I begged and begged to get put back in the chorus, and eventually my teacher got tired of me asking and put me back. That same year though, he also crushed my jeans when I decided to audition for his a cappella group. During my audition, my teacher told me, and I quote, "Singing just isn't for you." So I began to shrink back and stop singing for enjoyment, and mainly because I didn't want to take gym. I got lost again. I remember us singing this piece called Prayer of the Children. It was then that I realized it didn't matter what he thought. I thought I was a decent singer, and that's all that counted. However, I still felt lost. Eventually, one of his altos couldn't make it to the concert, and so he had to call my mom to convince me to help him out 3 days before the concert. I memorized the songs and learned them in enough time to receive 2 solos and ended my 6th grade year with a bang. I continued to sing throughout middle school, and in the 8th grade, my teacher encouraged me to audition for All-State Choir. I passed my audition and was the only middle schooler to make it in my county. It was in Savannah, Georgia that I met Cozy, Jake, Commodore, and Faith and had a ball at All-State. These were the people I wanted to be around for the rest of my life. These were the friends that I wanted to keep and hold on to. And that choir was where music made me feel like it never had before. In November of 2012, I went to sing in the District 7 Honor Chorus. I was in the 8th grade and was deciding on taking chorus in high school. My director, Dr. Martha Shaw, and my teacher My director was Dr. Martha Shaw, and my teacher had been raving about her for weeks, so I was excited to meet her. She didn't disappoint. Dr. Shaw made us cry, she made us laugh, but she made us feel so much. She showed me the fun in choir, and I decided that I'd take chorus again in high school. In high school, before I joined the choir, I decided that I'd try out for the Villarica marching band. It was expensive and it was not fun. In that February, my mom moved my brother, my sister, and I to Cobb County, Georgia, where I started high school in at McEacher. There were 2,500 students, and I had no new friends. I couldn't find my way around campus, so I sat near a vending machine for the first month of school. I decided I'd join the choir, but there were only three. But when I joined the choir, there were 3 weeks from LGPE, and I had no clue what was going on. The students helped me, and I was ready to prepare and prepared to sing with them at LGPE. Soon, the choir wasn't in a whirlwind of panic, and I made some new friends. It took until my sophomore years to realize what an amazing director I had. We made for the first time my sophomore year of LGPE, and I thought it was the most fun I had ever had. He helped me transition into a new school and helped me maintain, develop, and grow my love for music. I decided to rejoin the marching band at McEachern, and I loved it from there. I made lifelong friends that I never would have made if I had been anywhere else. Color guard was hard, but color guard is life. CG for L. My teacher, Brad Meyer, then encouraged me to audition for Allstate, honor chorus, and eventually college. But it was Allstate that made me choose music and education as what I'd study in college. I chose music education because of something that my director said to me when I asked her a question. I went up to her at Allstate and asked her about a three-part soprano split in one of the pieces, and she looked at me and said, "You're going to be a great music educator." And I decided then and there that I would be a music educator. I applied really late to Reinhardt University and to Georgia State and Kennesaw State University. I was having trouble picking where I would want to go, and so I didn't choose. So we had a graduation ceremony at my church, and that was where my pastor looked at me and said, "You're going to Reinhardt University." I was accepted at Reinhardt University and into the School of Music. I am so glad for the choices and struggles and heartbreaks that brought me here, and I am so grateful to be surrounded by people who love music the way that I do, more than I do. I can tell already that it's going to be a wonderful 4 years, and I can't wait to continue on this journey with all of you.